Closely Watched Trains is one of the best known films amidst something called the Czechoslovak New Wave, a specific kind of films from a series of Czech directors in the 1960s. Directed by Jiří Menzel, the picture was based on Bohumil Hrabal's 1965 novel, then produced by Barrandov Studios, filmed in central Bohemia. I see a little silhouette. Yes, wonderful. Released on November 18th, 1966, and in the UK retitled Closely Observed Trains. Just to make it sound more British, I guess. It wasn't the first time that director Jiří Menzel had adapted some of Bohumil Hrabal's work, as he had already begun to do so in 1965 for his short The Death of Mr. Balthazar. The studio originally offered the project to more experienced directors such as Ewald Skorm and Vera Kiloval, neither of which could actually think of a way to adapt the book to film. Menzel was then approached to make it his feature-length debut, and he and the original author worked together on the script. The film follows a young man named Miloš, a newly trained station guard during the Second World War and the German occupation of Czechoslovakia. He's a rather honest protagonist, to say the least.
A já jsem udělal dopravní kurz a bude ze mne pan výpravčí a celé město ví, že chci být výpravčím jen proto, abych jako mý předkové nic nedělal, stál s plácačkou na peronu a celý život dával ručičky od práce, zatímco ostatní musí dřít a dřít a dřít.
Miloš is a shy and quiet virgin who doesn't have much luck with the females around him. He works with a man named Hubička who is quite the ladies' man, and Miloš really admires and looks up to him. Hubička does have his way with one woman and weirdly just presses stamps all over her body. I think it's supposed to be some kind of sexual act, but it's just bizarre. Even weirder, when her mother finds out, it's suddenly a vital part of the plot. She literally takes him in front of a court because the evil man dared to put stamps all over her daughter's body. Czechoslovakia is weird. Miloš spends the night with the girl of his dreams, but unfortunately he busts a nut early before penetration and is unable to perform. In a rather dark turn, he then attempts to commit suicide the next day in a truly hard-to-watch scene.
Jste zdravý jako Bůh. Až moc zdravý. A když je mladý člověk moc zdravý, tak trpívá. Ejakulácio precox.
Ha ha! You hear that? Charlotte and Maxine and Claire and Tanya and Jasmine and Michaela and Katrina? Yeah, you see? It's perfectly normal. Nothing wrong with me. Happens to everyone. See? Mandy. Mandy! The doctor literally advises Miloš to think of other stuff during intercourse, and even to seek help with an experienced older woman. That's what I need to do. Any experienced older women out there who want to help a guy out?
I can teach you my ways, darling.
He finds one, gets rejected, and then finds another, and I guess it's acceptable to cheat on the love of your life if it's to gain sexual experience so you can satisfy her later. Meanwhile, the trains are being attacked, so they set up a plan to bomb the little bastards. Unfortunately, Miloš is a bit shit at hiding and at least he didn't die a virgin. And that's literally it. He falls on the train, kablooey, credits. No conclusion, no resolution, no aftermath, just kablooey, credits. Eva Jazarova was offered the role for Zdeníka Zavata but turned it down. Karel Hoger was considered for the part of Max, and Rudolf Hrusinski for the part of Hubička. I would have just hired him for the fact that his name is Rudolf. It's a very, very strange experience to sit through, but I won't lie, it's strangely fascinating. Although some of the characters aren't too likeable, they're very, very real and relatable. I mean, who hasn't put rubber stamps on their girl's legs or ass? It has some really intense imagery as well. Miloš's dad was a hypnotist who was convinced that he could stop a tank with his mind. It didn't work. He deserved to die. Although great, the imagery is also incredibly awkward and bizarre, yet strangely entrancing. I mean, what the hell is this guy doing? And this is the most awkward kiss scene I have ever seen in my entire life. Just as you think this film can't possibly get any stranger, well, it really does. Grown adults playing kiss chase in a scene that goes on far too long, to torturing bunnies. Here, they have sex with some really patriotic music playing. God bless Czechoslovakia! The suicide scene is brilliant and so dark, but done so well. Anyone going through a tough time can really relate, but I do find it odd that nobody screams or freaks out when his body is discovered. Oh look, a dead body, oh dear. I really sympathise with this character. Well, until he cheats on his girlfriend. But his acting just leaves a lot to be desired. This train comes by, kidnaps Milosh and leaves. Somehow, nobody hears the train arrive or leave. Is it a fucking ninja train? The thing is, after they kidnap him, one of them discovers his slit wrists and then lets him go, making it completely pointless. They kidnap him, then they let him go. They're terrorists. They kill people, but apparently terrorists have some kind of sympathy for people who attempt suicide. Like I said, the ending just seems really anticlimactic. It's strange, eerie, unique, creative, ominous, random other adjective, and certainly an entrancing watch if you really want to give it a try.